everybody, my name's Gabby and welcome to Pixelated Daisies, a channel dedicated to all things makeup, whether it be beauty or special effects. So for our first video, I didn't really know what to do, so I thought it would be a good idea to just sort of do a tutorial on my everyday makeup routine. So let's just get to the tutorial.
Alright, so I have already moisturized my face with Yes to Tomatoes Clear Skin Moisturizer. Keeping my skin nice and clear, keeping my skin nice and moisturized. It's lovely. So the first thing I'm going to move on to now is the Porefessional Face Primer by Benefit. And oh dear Lord, okay, well, that's fine. I just put a dab of that on my nose, a teensy bit on my chin, barely any on my upper lip, and then I make two weird L things on my cheeks, and a little blob on my forehead, which I already got some there because of the spillage that happened, and then I just blend that out with a brush. Here I'm using a generally small brush because I want to make sure to get that absolutely everywhere on my face, because it's going to make my pores look so small and make my skin look flawless and lovely, and it's going to make sure that my makeup stays on all day, and it's just lovely. So after I finish blending that or rubbing that in with a brush, I like to just run my hands over it to make sure that I've really got it all in there. My face doesn't feel greasy or wet. And then I move on to my face color, I guess. I use BB Cream Beauty Balm by Too Faced, and I just put a dauble, I guess, on my hand. And I dip my finger in it, and I sort of smear that on my face where I put the primer. And in addition, as you'll see soon, I also put it kind of near my temples and a little bit under my eyes. And then I just rub that in with my hands. And I know a lot of people say you need to use a brush, but I just find that this is so much easier and it makes me look so much less streaky. But you really gotta blend this shit. It makes me look so ghostly. But I'm gonna try to keep going, and it's so hot in my room. And now that I've got that all blended, I'm going to conceal my dark circles with Fake Up. Oh dear, a hair. Oh god, this is the downside of having cats. Anyways, I conceal my dark circles with Fake Up by Benefit. Benefit is my favorite brand, if you couldn't tell. And then I put a little around the red parts on my nose. I conceal any blemishes that I can find, and then I kind of use it as a highlight. I make little angry marks near my eyebrows, and then I just run that down the bridge of my nose. And then I start blending with a gentle finger. A lot of people like to use their ring finger, but I prefer my middle finger just because my ring finger is really weak because it kind of got banged up when I was younger. So it doesn't exactly work all that well, but I just sort of pat that out. I blend it. I make it all nice and flush with the rest of the makeup. I really don't like looking cakey or fake. And then I move on to, I move on to my face powder, which is Hello Flawless by Benefit. And I take a big old fluffy brush and I just rub that on my face. I just smooth that out over my face. I kind of do a sweeping motion, as you can see here, and then I pat it on areas of my face which get greasier or tend to sweat a little bit more. Don't forget to blend down your neck and on your ear. Next, I'm moving on to blush. I'm using Dandelion, also by Benefit. It's just Benefit crazy up in here today. And I take quite a bit of that because it's really light, really sheer. And I put that on the apples of my cheeks in probably a way you're not supposed to. And then I add a little bit on my nose and a tiny bit on my forehead and chin. And then I just take my powder brush that I used and I blend that all out so it looks all nice. And I love making funny faces. And then I move on to eyes. So I start with priming and I make some awful faces. And I'm using Urban Decay's Primer Potion on my eyelids. And I get that all nice up near the brow area and in the corners of my eyes where my eyes tend to water and smudge. And now I've moved the mirror closer because it is time for eyeliner, the most difficult part of makeup for me. So I sort of make a little line going to where I want the wing to end into my eye, not quite at the outer corner, just a little bit above, until I'm able to fix that, I guess, so that I don't mess up too bad. And then I just start to kind of thicken that to bring it in towards the center of my eye. Then I make a generally thin line all over my eye, and a lot of people like to just stop before they get to the inner corner. I find that that makes my eyes look really small, so I kind of try to drag it into the inner corner and make the thinnest line that I can because you don't want it thick in there, but you also just don't want an abrupt stop to your eyeliner. You're going to look kind of weird. And I looked at it and I didn't like it too much. So I decided to sort of thicken the top and flatten it out a little so it looked a little less swoopy or curvy, I guess, and looked a little flatter. And then once I was happy with the shape on top, I sort of added a flat line to the bottom corner, the outer corner of my eye. And this is the final shape. You can't really see it too well because I'm covering it with this old as balls Almay palette that I'm going to use. I'm going to take the lightest color and use that as a highlight right under my brow, on my brow bone, and then right in the inner corner of my eye, just to bring some light into my eyes and brighten it up. And then I am moving on to my lashes. I'm using Bad Gal Lash by Benefit. Once again, I got this really great, I guess, tester kit. It's lovely. And I'm assuming you know how to put on mascara. If you don't, I'd be happy to make a tutorial on that. But, I mean, I'm assuming people pretty much know. And I had a little bit of a smudge issue. I poked myself in the eye and blinked too hard. So I'm just taking a makeup wipe and fixing anything that happened there, and then I blended in anything that I might have ruined with the concealer. And here you see I am cleaning off my spoolie. It had some lint or something on it, and I am just combing my brows into the shape I want them in, which isn't really a huge issue, but it also takes off some of that foundation that we got on. Oh, I am so late on this part. Sorry. I'm now taking this beautiful pink lipstick that I forget the brand that it came from. I'm sorry. And it's a really nice, shiny, light pink. And I'm just smearing that all over my mouth. That sounds disgusting. But the thing about this lipstick is it's really, really bright. And it's kind of a very neutral, subtle makeup look I'm going for. So I patted some of it off to make it a little more subtle. And I really like the way it looked. So this is me done, ready for the day. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it may have helped. Nice and quick, nice and lovely. And I hope to post soon again. And I hope to see you here again. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. And until next time, bye.